Hello and welcome to Fayfinders, a Dungeons & Dragons podcast navigating listeners into the vague and supernatural. My name is Sam and I will be your Dungeon Master for this spooky Halloween one-shot, and playing with me today is the marvelous Max.
Hello.
The astonishing Ashley Elizabeth.
Howdy.
The honorable Hannah.
Hi!
The cool Kai.
Heyo.
And the amazing Amancio.
Greetings, ghouls and goblins.
Beautiful. And I would like to welcome back Hannah and Max.
Yay!
Welcome back for the spooky
Thank
one-shot.
you.
It's good to be here.
I'm so excited.
Mm-hmm. Now let us venture forth into this spooky Halloween special. Okay, the scene is set. It is just as the sun is setting. 5 travelers are in a very large canyon with nice, beautiful high sandstone walls engulfing them on either side. The floor is like a sandy, dusty, rock-filled walkway. And the sun is setting. There's a light drizzle coming down from the sky. And the 5 figures are walking through this cavern. We see a large suit of armor atop a mighty steed. And Amancio, you may explain.
So a steel gray suit of a very finely detailed armor sits atop this jet black steed. And as you sort of see the wonderful sabatons that go up to the marvelous greaves and the fantastically rounded breastplate, you see that there's no helm on this suit of armor, but there is the head of a skeleton, and it flops about as the armor rides along on the horse with his compatriots. This is Lichabod Brains, an animated suit of armor, searching for a way to set his soul free.
What's the horse's name, though?
That's important.
Reginald.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay.
Reginald.
Gotcha.
I love it.
Good. Perfect.
Reginald's all I care about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, Reginald.
Listen, I don't care what happens in this campaign as long as he's fine by the end
Yeah,
of
do
this.
not.
Reginald will survive. Rest assured.
A small fairy creature. And Ashley, explain.
So you see, my name is Twinkle. I am this like blue-skinned fairy with nice blonde hair, kind of in a mullet, and I'm just this little fairy, and I got this sort of orange turtleneck on with kind of this brown like leather waist cincher and some pretty hot pants, and some cute little ballet slippers. But around my neck, as I am a holy little fairy, I do have my little pendant of an egg that I wear around my neck. Yeah, I'm pretty cute. I got these nice eyeliner. I don't know. They them pronouns thrown out there. Yeah, I'm Twinkle.
Well, you're just special. You can sit on my shoulder any night.
Oh, howdy there. I don't know if you're gonna say that later once you learn about Twinkle, but we'll see.
I like the idea that the
It's fine,
pendant
don't
is
worry
egg.
about it.
It's egg-sized, and it just kind of like drags her down as she flies. Are they?
It's
Sorry.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And next we have a cloaked tiefling. And Kai, you may explain.
Yes. So, Damaris is a male tiefling, about 6'2". He's pretty tall and very slenderly built. Charcoal black skin with pure white eyes, and like a burnt pumpkin orange kind of hair that is pulled into a small braid over his shoulder. He is wearing all black clothing, a little bit more fancier looking, in like an overcoat, some breeches with some knee-high boots. That has one dagger on the inside of his right calf, and his other dagger is strapped to his waist. And then over top of it all is just a long black cloak with a hood that he occasionally pulls up. But he's got his horns protrude from each side of his forehead and wrap kind of up and around towards his chin.
Beautiful and spooky.
Yes.
And next, we have a rotten-looking dwarf. And Max, you may explain.
You see an icon, adorned in skin-tight leather pants, bejeweled and sparkled boots, and a finely hemmed shirt with a deep V. Darbo the dwarf, the performer, stands at about 4 feet tall. He's bleached anime hair styled impeccably and carries a few instruments, weapons, and tools in his designer backpack. Darbo's skin is pale, white, and sickly, and his eyes are a grayish blue. He emanates power and passion. Welcome, Darbo, back. Well, hopefully no one remembers.
Back from the great beyond.
Everyone will remember Darbo.
No.
And then last but not least, we have a lovely halfling. And Hannah, you may explain.
All right. Okay. So, I'm Lucy, and I'm gonna punch out your knees. Okay? This is a threat.
Directly to the listener.
Yes.
Watch out.
Hey, listeners. I might only be 3 feet tall, but I'm still gonna punch out your knees. Okay, so she's like, 3 feet tall, little
Feisty.
little halfling. She's got like long white hair that's like tied up in a ponytail, and she's got kind of like wrapped clothes that are like purple and black and like kind of like Halloween-y colors, you know, but like without the orange, because I'm not an orange enjoyer. And then she's got like
I love that phrase.
okay, I'm sorry, it's just not my okay, it's fine.
Rip Damaris' hair, it's fine.
And she's got like wrapped arms because she's gonna punch out your knees, like I said. She wears a little necklace with a gemstone on it, and she's got a gold dagger strapped like around her waist. So, yeah, she's also got like blue eyes. Yeah, cool.
Lovely. All right. So as you are all walking through this cavernous floor, you start to find that there are oil lamps, like old-fashioned oil-lit lamps guiding your way through this path. You can see that there is one every 5 feet or so, and they all lead up to an enormous cave entrance. It's pitched black inside, even dark vision can't see through it. And upon inspection, at the top of the cave, you can see the letters and read, "Be wary, the lost souls reside within. Can you set them free from the abyss?"
Listen, I am here to bring the honking word of our dear God to these poor souls, and I will do so in the name of his honkness.
Okay. Do you want to go down the tunnel and like see what's there and like call back if things are good? And we'll wait in over here where it's not spooky and scary and terrifying.
Are
Yes?
you chicken?
Wait. I need to know. Who's his honk?
His
Yeah.
great honk. Oh, you just asked the perfect question. Thank you.
Oh no.
So
I've never heard of his honkness. I've never heard of any sort of.
my deity is untitled because he is just so great. My God, the goose, who terrorizes those in his wake to steal gardening cans and knives and sandwiches, shall come.
Your god has no
Untitled.
title, but that makes no sense. If he's a god, isn't
But
that his
so
title?
great that he
like
don't need one.
Goose?
The
The
untitled-
He's
god?
an untitled
Jarbo's-
goose.
His untitled goose.
An untitled goose god?
I feel like I've heard this somewhere. I don't know quite where, but
I'm just saying that I'm here to spread the word. His great honk. I saw him
Darbo's
once.
face kind of like darkens, and he's like, "There are beings beyond our comprehension, without names that will outlive us through the beginning of the universe." He looks around. And he's like, like kind of paces to the corner of the room a little bit.
Yes, indeed. But shall we venture down this dark, mysterious passageway to find what dangers await us?
I mean,
You sound funny.
I can see, so you got a way to see down there?
Is the horse gonna
Oh,
fit?
Yes.
Reginald will fit fine.
There's absolutely enough room.
Yes.
For enough room for two on the. Some of us have short legs. You have long legs.
Oh my god. His name is Reginald. He's so beautiful. I love him.
Thank you. He does appreciate the compliments.
Oh my god, I would not ever punch out Reginald's knees.
That would be
Never.
quite disastrous.
I wouldn't
actually.
even consider it.
So I appreciate
Yo,
that you
what's the
will not.
bedazzled one saying?
I point at the back of the horse, and I'm like, do you mind?
Oh,
Well,
he's just being lazy. Never mind.
No, I'm
if
not.
I-
It's been a long day. You walked all with me.
I flew.
Exactly. You can't.
Oh,
think
shut
you
up,
don't
I'll
walk.
carry you.
You don't know this struggle.
If I allowed you to ride upon Reginald, then I'd have to allow everyone to ride upon Reginald, and we simply will not all fit. Besides,
Well-
I
I
need to be.
refuse to get on that horse.
I need to
so-
be mobile.
Look, she
I
doesn't-
must be agile for the battle.
He doesn't even want.
Bedazzled one, I can carry you. Get
I
on my
start
back.
flying down the
Um,
tunnel. We gotta start getting going.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start
Watch
going
me.
ahead.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll
fantastic.
flex my
Ah,
muscles.
yes, there's the initiative I like to see. Lead on, and I follow right behind.
I hop on the halfling's back,
These souls ain't gonna save themselves.
and I
my
pull out my lute, and I
I am gonna try and carry
pull out my
him.
lute and I
Okay.
start strumming.
Okay, I would love for you to roll a strength check.
Oh.
Oh my god. 3.
Oh my god, no, you try so hard, but you actually can't, like, he doesn't even make it onto your shoulders. You just kind of fall, and you're both just on
Oh
the
my
ground in a
God.
hump.
You need to eat less
You
sandwiches.
need to watch expensive instruments that you broke. Look what you did.
Oh my gosh, it's not even broke.
Look, it's your fault for trying to get on someone's back
You
who's
love
smaller
her.
than you.
DM, I'm still going.
His judgment is still poor.
So you guys start heading into the cave. Yes.
Just like screw these guys, I'm
Yeah.
going.
Yeah. As you are kind of like dusting yourselves off and having that conversation, you all kind of follow and start entering into the cave. And once you have entered, you find that the blackness that you just saw from the entrance has been illuminated with clusters of these oil lanterns. And they fill the room, and it is a beautiful beige of sandstone. And you look back at the entrance once you've entered, and you can see that it is now closed and has become solid rock.
See, we should let the
considerate.
fairy in
Well-
first.
How considerate of someone to leave these lanterns burning for us.
You're more worried about the lanterns than the fact that the exit's closed.
Oh, well, where's your sense of adventure? The exit's closed, sure, but there will be another one at the other end.
My sense of adventure is not in caves. It's like above ground.
Is it anywhere?
Yeah.
I feel like this is just deja vu. I don't know from where, but it feels like you don't feel like anywhere is good enough.
Oh my god, yeah. But fortunately enough for you all, there are 3 paths that go in front of you, and there are cave drawings on each of the walls marking each entrance. On the first path to the left, you see cave drawings depicting war. There are people with spears and demon shadowy creatures that are engaged in combat. On the path to the center, you can see that there is a depiction of people who are sick. You can see dark clouds above their heads as they're lying and looking doubled over. And on the third, to the right, you can see cave drawings depicting natural disasters. You can see landslides going onto people. You can see tornadoes twisting. And you can see flash floods in huge waves engulfing the people that are trying to run away from these disasters. Each cave is very well lit. You can't see completely into the darkness, but you can see that there is oil lamps that will light your path as you traverse through each pathway.
Great. So, Mancio, how do we think we want to tackle this? So, we got cave paintings, probably red ochre, that was most commonly used.
Could be mixed with some charcoal as well. You know.
Or berries.
Yes, yeah, of course.
They are red and black drawings.
Yeah.
Oh, so
naturally. Those are the
charcoal
common
and red
pigments.
ochre.
Yeah, exactly.
You fools! You don't even know stone cutting.
let the
You don't even have stone
archaeology
cutting.
nerds
I
in
stone
here?
cut all over this stone.
You're gonna stone cut.
You stone what?
my the dwarven ability that no one has ever gotten the chance to use, that you can see the history of stone, and it wouldn't even apply here. It's fine.
Not really, but yeah, it's beautiful beige sandstone. It's quite smooth. There are a little bit of protruding jets out of rock, so it does look a little bit sharp in some places, but for the most part, it's very smooth and lovely sandstone.
Darbo kind of waddles over to the second one. He's like, "So if we have to fight these things, like the sick one, right? Like I could fight a sick person. Like I'm not
Well,
saying we should, but if
my
we have
dwarven
to,
friend, it appears that these represent war, disease, disaster, all manner of horrific things.
well, I
Regardless
have a
of
good
which
immune
path
system,
we venture
so it's
down,
fine."
regardless of which path we venture down, we are surely in store for some grave and terrifying danger.
I say war because, like, let's face it, at least you can fight whatever down there.
I take essential oils.
What?
I'm not
my
gonna get
God.
sick. I'm fine. Let's go to the disease one. I got it.
Absolutely not. That
Speak for
seems
yourself.
very. Yeah.
So yes, you are faced with these three choices. One path leads down to depictions of war, one path leads down to depictions of sickness, and one to natural disasters.
Darbo, you did say you were quite hearty, didn't you? I myself am entirely immune to disease, so perhaps you make a good point.
I've been known to be quite virile.
Yes.
Okay, but like, I feel like the war path is the best because I could potentially punch out someone's
You can punch
knees.
out a sick person's
And
knees.
that's like. Okay, but I feel
But
like
if we're the ones getting
if
sick,
we're fighting sickness, yeah, that's what I'm. Then I'd have to punch out your knees, and I don't think any of
They're
us
too
want
close to
that.
the ground.
I don't think I could reach your knees because like we're kind of the same height, so I'd have to punch out your nose instead. I don't think you.
I
would enjoy
measures
that.
everyone's
I don't know, so it'd be
greatness
funny.
by how much destruction they can do. So if you cannot do as much destruction as me, I will. I won't look there. You gotta prove yourselves to me. That's all I'm saying. If you're gonna come on me with my
Okay,
pilgrimage.
so the war path. We can prove ourselves to little fairy over here. I won't have to punch out anyone's knees except the bad guys. And then we also
And I
won't
like to
get
cut
sick.
things.
That sounds like better. I also don't want to fight a rock. Like that sounds also unideal.
Fine. I'll go as long as if we have to go to war, I get to sit on the horse.
If
Deal?
it comes to battle, one of you may mount Reginald and ride alongside me.
Can I do it now?
If it comes to battle, now let us be off.
Everybody's going down the path to the left.
Yes.
Take us down.
Beautiful, you're off to war. All right.
Woo!
You go down this path.
all I can think of is hi-ho, hi-ho.
Hi-ho.
It's off,
Off
to war we go.
Do, do.
It's funny because like we got a fairy, a dwarf, and a halfling, so like it kind of fits. Also, I feel like the tiefling could definitely carry all three.
Probably.
Of us at once.
Absolutely.
I have a vivid
I made
image
the
of
fairy on my shoulder if they wanted, so.
Let's make a totem.
I have a vivid
Totem pole.
Oh
a
my
vivid
God.
image of Twinkle just like hanging out inside the skull of the skeleton on a
Oh my god.
Okay, I love that actually.
I'm gonna turn to the I'm sorry, I completely blanked on the name, the dwarf, and just be like,
Darbo.
not you. Gonna turn to the halfling and just be like, you can ride on my shoulders if you want.
Oh, you're offering me a ride. Oh, that's so sweet of you. I'm gonna like try and just like straight up jump onto your shoulders. I bet I could do it.
I'm 6 feet 2, but sure, go for it.
Yeah, I'm a monk.
Okay, bet.
It's quite a large cavern, so it's not too bad. You can fit a horse and a full person on top in like, yeah, you're fine.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run and jump and
Just do some
try and
hardcore
land on
shit
my
off
shoulders.
the walls onto my
Oh
shoulders.
my god,
pretty
if you're gonna
much.
do that
Yeah.
kind of shit, I want you, sorry, if you're gonna do that kind of stuff, I want you to do athletics. If you're gonna try
What about
and
acrobatics?
jump.
What about acrobatics?
Well, okay.
It's a dexterity
acrobatics is fine.
It is a dex thing. Okay, I got a 25.
Okay, yeah, you hardcore parkour.
Oh yeah.
His shoulders.
This is the only reason you play a monk, so that you can do cool
Hardcore
shit. Okay,
parkour.
it's fun.
Not bad.
I'm here for the
I love
flavor.
it.
Monks taste
Not bad.
Oh
great.
my goodness. Delicious.
All that
As
flavor.
you are walking down this hallway, once you've entered into the darkness, the lanterns start to illuminate your path so you can see through. And the path isn't very long, so you walk for approximately 5 minutes, and then when you emerge into this great cavern where you can see that there is a great river running through it, the walls have green bioluminescent specks covering and casting an eerie glow. You see many translucent blue figures being slaughtered by red translucent figures. The room is filled with screaming, and these spirits are being tormented. And you also see 2 shadowy figures standing in the middle of the river. You cannot make out what the figures are, but you do see that there are 2, and they look like they're moving around, and they're kind of like, through the shadow and darkness, you can kind of see them like twitch with energy.
Whoa, what are those?
How close are they?
The shadowy figures or the spirits?
The 2 specific figures, the ones that are in battle.
Those 2 are like in the center of this great river. So do you want to roll like an investigation to see like how deep the river is, or
Sure,
like?
yeah.
Okay, sure, yeah.
I got a investigation, so 10 plus 1.
So an 11.
Yes, 11.
You dip your toe and your ankle goes in, and then you get scared, and then you pull it back up. Like you don't quite hit the bottom with your once your ankle, you reach your ankle, and then you get scared and you pull it back.
Wait, so are these figures under the water then?
No, they're like
Are
in
they-
the center of this river. So they're
Gotcha.
like almost not quite floating on top of it, but they're like
So they're walking on water.
floating on top of it. Yeah.
How many feet away,
kind of.
like,
Okay.
approximately?
Approximately like 15. So the river looks to be about 30 feet wide, and it's like you can't even see where it starts and where it ends. It just is this huge, great river like running through this chamber, and it's coming essentially from like in the wall. There's an opening where this river is going through, and then on the other side there's another opening where the river is trailing off. So it's running water.
Okay. I'm gonna look up at Lucy and just be like, how do you feel about getting wet?
I mean, it's all right. As long
I
as
just start walking
how,
into the
like-
river.
Oh God! All right.
Okay.
Oh, okay. This is what we're doing. Okay, I'm gonna try and stand up on her shoulders.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like hold. I'm gonna like hold on to the horse.
I'm gonna allow you to just do it with your 25 from earlier because
Yeah.
you're hardcore
Yeah.
parkouring.
Yeah.
So when
Nice.
Damaris goes into the water, it's about like shin deep.
Okay.
It's pretty fast moving, but not enough that you would like falter. But it's like, or not shin deep, like up to your knee basically. So it's not too bad.
Figures.
Oh, that wasn't bad at all. Just don't fall.
Got it.
Such horrifying depictions of callous slaughter. Have at ye! And I start riding towards the nearest, like, red, spirity figure and trying to stab it with my lance.
Oh man.
Okay. The nearest one. So you can kind of make out that one, or actually no, roll a investigation.
Sure thing. That is not great. That's a 4.
Oh, they just both look like blobs. You can't make out any features or any kind of like distinguishing characteristics. They just like large shadowy blobs. So you ride up to them and you just pass through them. They are not tangible to your trying to make contact.
Such mystifying illusions. How horrid.
I yell out. They don't have any knees.
Oh shit!
What form of foul sorcery is this?
Hey! Hey! I want to just turn to one of the spirits, but why are you screaming? What the hell's going on?
They're just they go like, help me.
Yeah, but like, why?
Help.
Okay, you're not very. Anyone in here got any idea of what's going on? You can just throw
Yeah,
it
how
out.
how are we supposed to help him if he's just screaming
Should I
like
ask
that?
the
Like,
ones in the middle?
I don't know what to do.
Like,
There is quite a significant number of them. There looks to be about 15 of these blue spirits being slaughtered by 15 red ones. So there's one tormented soul per like set.
Can I try and punch one of the red ones?
You can try.
I hate ghosts.
Okay. So like, I don't think I have magic punches or anything. So if it needs that, then it's just gonna like
Yeah.
miss.
So
But-
so you walk.
Should I even roll? The
I'm
hit
not
or
even
no?
I'm not even gonna make you go through that. You go up to the nearest one closest to you. You try and punch this red spirit thing, and it just goes straight through it. It kind of makes a little whoosh, like through like when you're like going through smoke. It just makes a whoosh, but then
Yeah.
it forms back together, and you can also hear the clanging of swords onto the solids of other people.
I got a real question for anyone here undead.
I suppose.
No.
I don't know where you get that idea.
Definitely not. I'm pretty sure I'm
I
alive.
am the most alive now that I have ever been.
All right. Well, if you're, I just gotta make sure that I cannot see you, because I'm just gonna try doing something. So, if you're, all right. So
I run to the
Lichabod,
back
you
of the
said you were
cavern.
undead?
I'm like, not to do with what you're saying. I'm just gonna check over here.
Lichabod, do you mind getting out of my eyesight,
Oh,
please?
yeah, not at all. And I kind of like trot Reginald over to the
Just
corner.
close your
I
eyes.
hear that too many often.
Duh.
No, it's just this thing I gotta see. So, I'm just gonna channel some of my honking divinity, and I'm gonna do turn undead. So as an action, you present your holy symbol. I put up my goose egg up to the sky, and I hold it in my hand, and I speak my little prayer. I go, ha, 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 ha. And in this little prayer, I'm like, dear goose above. Please, in this room, each undead that I can see within 30 feet, make a wisdom saving throw, DC 14. If that creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage.
My favorite
A
scripture.
turned creature must spend its turn trying to move away as possible from me.
Amen.
And can't willingly move towards 30 feet of me. Can't use reactions, etc., etc.
Amen.
It's a good prayer.
Thank you.
All
Effective.
right. Okay, that is a fail. Just on
Yeah.
one of the creatures that you
Each creature.
yeah, just one of them though. The spirits are like non-effectual. They're kind of like they don't have any effect happen to them. They're just still like going about their business, but you can see one of the shadowy figures kind of like almost rebukes this like attack.
Yeah, that's right, bitch. Come fight us.
So you just see one of these large shadow figures just like running to the very back of the cavern. You can see it kind of recoil and just kind of like make awful noises like like that. Darvo, did you say you were investigating the back of the wall?
I was running away from
Oh, I see.
from
So
Twinkle.
just cowardice.
But,
Gotcha.
but I mean, he's gonna look at the wall while he's running towards it. I'm sure. He's got
Okay.
dark vision. He can see some things.
You can see some things. There's bioluminescence. It's actually quite beautiful but eerie at the same time. Do you want to roll a perception check?
I'll roll a perception check. I got 16 plus 3 for my perception check. It's 19.
Oh, amazing. Perfect. Okay. So, as you're kind of like searching around closer to the back wall, you see that there is a small wicker basket kind of like adjacent to the river. You kind of see it like a little bit further down. And you see that it's just kind of, it's sitting there. It's just this little like beautifully woven, dark, like almost cedar wicker basket.
I waddle up to it and I poke it.
As you waddle over to it, you can see that it contains
Nice.
a beautiful abalone shell. It is shaped as a cup, and there is a sticky and gross-smelling liquid contained within it.
I pick up the basket and I start waddling over to the other.
Drink it, I dare you.
This is nice.
You do notice
I like
that there
it.
is enough liquid for each of you to drink.
I know we didn't
have,
pick
like,
the sickness
no
one, but
way.
this seems off.
Delightful Darbo, where did you acquire this liquid?
Where does anyone acquire any liquid? I mean, around.
No pain, no game, and Twinkle chugs one.
Like when it rains.
How do you
love
so
that.
how do you chug it? You're a pixie, so do you just like kind of swim up to the pool?
I'm a fairy. Excuse me. No, I'm a fairy. Thank you.
There's the difference.
I pick it up right in front of you. I got no. Do I got strength?
Do I-
Maybe.
Not really, but I pick it up.
You take a big swig.
Yes.
Yeah.
I see by God.
And you see something. Is anybody else gonna drink?
Wait.
I'll
Twinkle,
turn around
like-
and come over and grab one and drink.
Unfortunately, I cannot. I do not possess the faculty.
I'm gonna pick up one of
pour
the
it down your
shells and
sleeve.
I'm just gonna throw it inside the armor.
Oh my god, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say that this the liquid kind of like seeps into your suit of armor, and you get to experience the effect.
He
It just like the
absorbs
sticky
it.
black
All right,
liquid
thank you.
just like sticks onto the inside, and it just like starts affecting you in a particular way.
Whoa, how wretched.
So, if Twinkle doesn't like immediately start
Well, I'm
dying,
not
I
going to
will
be the only
also
one
drink
dripping.
one.
Take some.
Peer pressure.
Amazing. So
What does it
once
taste
you,
like?
it tastes like bitter, gross. Okay, so what I picture it tasting like is olives. I hate olives. So it's like bitter and gross and like
Ooh.
sticky and like almost like an oil spill kind of thing. It's really gross.
Nice.
I hate olives. It's
You have a
like they're
strange
bitter and
description of
gross to me.
olives.
They taste awful.
I love olives, so I'm down for this.
Okay, you enjoy it so
Olives.
much.
Yeah.
It's like an oily olive.
Nice. I'm here for it.
Amazing. So as you have consumed this disgusting black liquid, the world starts to shift and change. The effect that comes over you, it starts to create the world to appear like an odd kind of rainbow cellophane effect. Like how you look through like the rainbow kind of cellophane, and it kind of gets that little like
Whoa!
like iridescent,
Like a kaleidoscope?
Yeah, kind of like a kaleidoscopy
Sweet.
effect. And in the middle of the river, you see two horrible shadowy figures. One of them you can see is a giant bony snake. Its fangs are so sharp and lethal, and it has a long body that is completely created out of like rib bones that come down from its spine. And you see another figure that has run away kind of like to the other side of this cavern, and it is very long and lanky. It has stark white hair, and it's in a kind of almost a frozen looking armor. Not quite ice, but it has kind of that effect. But it is still steel. And it has a very lethal looking long sword in its hand.
Which Which one of them ran to the other side of the cavern?
The white.
Cool.
And then there's the bone nagus.
Does this thing speak a language?
Do they speak them their language? Do they speak as good as I, ma'am?
Probably definitely not as good as you. Yeah, the bony snake it does. And
The snake does. Okay.
The snake does, and the
your
white
mom's
does
calling.
indeed as well. And you also see that both of these creatures were almost acting, particularly this snake, is almost acting as a conductor for the tormented souls.
I'm gonna cast Firebolt.
I was gonna try and speak with them, but okay, sure.
Went straight into it.
Should we roll for
Absolutely,
initiative?
please, and thank you.
Alright, which do I want to do? Listen, if I'm gonna start with Firebolt, I'm gonna do the...
I'm not.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm so good at rolling initiative.
Something.
Not
That'll
so
be
good.
a 19 from Twinkle.
13 from Damaris.
Beautiful.
17 from Lichabod.
All right. So we
22
have
from Lucy.
Lucy. Then we have Twinkle, Lichabod, and then sorry, wait, what did Damaris get?
13.
13.
And I got a 6.
Fantastic. You see that the bone nagus is looking at you with intent. It looks very angry. We can really quickly do Darbo. You wanted to try and speak to them, so we'll do that. Because you did mention that first.
I did. I look at whatever one's closest to me. Whatever one's within 30 feet, maybe the bone snake? Which one?
Yeah, the bone snake.
Okay. And I use my patrons, my great old one patron's powers, to telepathically speak with this snake, with this big old bone snake.
All right. What do you say?
It hears, "Hello, I'm Darbo, and these are my friends, and we don't want to deal with you or your guys. So, you chill? We chill? We chill?"
You shall join the tortured souls.
Yeah, I'm already feeling pretty tortured, buddy. Don't worry about that.
Oh my god.
Or an exit, maybe like emergency exit where we can like file out. Not have to be here.
You shall join the tortured souls.
I already told you I
and
am.
be down.
This is not productive. All right, I'm gonna blast you. And,
Okay.
Alright,
So
people.
we'll do the initiative order now. Or I guess Twinkle, you can have your one like surprise attack before, because you did mention as well that you were gonna do that one thing
Alright.
prior.
Alright,
That
so
makes sense.
I'm just gonna Firebolt the snake.
You're gonna firebolt the snake.
Firebolt.
Firebolt the snake. Will a 25 hit?
You know what? No, because we're doing the rules this time where, like, when it's a too high of a roll, it doesn't hit.
It goes back
anymore.
to 1. It resets to the
It
beginning.
goes back to 1.
Roll that.
Yeah,
have to
hit
hit the
the
exact
one is a 1,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
5.
So you know, but yeah, sure. For why not? You can.
I would like you to know I maxed out on my damage. That is going to be 20 points of fire damage to this snake.
that for you.
Damn.
Minus 20.
Nice.
That's right, eat fire, bitch!
It recoils as its like bony body clangs together a little bit. You hear it as it goes like, and it just recoils and hisses like.
Sounds like bones.
It does. It does sound like bones. Lucy, please, if you will.
All right. Okay. So she's gonna like really just gonna run and jump kick the snake in the face. This can only go well. Okay, I'm scared. I get 2 attacks. Because I'm
yeah.
level
Got 2
5,
legs,
yeah?
2 kicks.
Yeah.
You do.
True. I get 2 legs, 2 kicks.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so I just gotta roll. I'm kind of nervous. Okay, I got a 13.
A 13 does not hit.
Ah! How did I miss the head? It's so big.
It is actually. It's quite large. It's a big bony snake.
Oh, it's too dark in here.
It's too high up.
Oh, it's too high up for your little legs.
Stop!
That's what the jump is for.
Okay.
Take out one of its vertebrae.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to kick when you're standing in a river.
I'm gonna...
It's true, and
I
it's
gotta
like shin
land.
deep on the like 6 foot tall tiefling.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Listen. I'm gonna like land. I'm gonna like reorient myself, and I'm gonna try and kick out one of the vertebrae.
amazing.
Just from the side. Oh my god, I rolled lower! I rolled a 12!
Oh, 12 does not hit. I'm so sorry.
Ah! Oh, this is so sad.
It's okay. Next one.
Okay, so I am angry at this thing. I'm gonna make an unarmed. I'm gonna like go over to the end of its tail and make an unarmed strike, and I'm gonna try and step on it.
Okay.
I cannot possibly miss that.
You will see.
Okay, I got a 26.
Okay, yeah, I think so.
Oh, finally. Oh, okay, it's 1d6 plus 5. Okay. 7 damage.
7.
For me just stepping on this guy's tail.
Oh, that's
like,
okay.
Like trying to squash a bug. Like think like that. Like
Jump up and land on both your feet on the one, like individual vertebrae.
Yeah. The last one, the very tip of the tail.
That is totally okay.
Okay.
So you ran
That's
up,
my turn.
you tried to kick it in the face, and you realized that it was just too high and the water was too deep. And then you tried to kick it side, and you couldn't muster the strength to jump that high. You didn't really have the orientation yet through the water. And then just with that final one thing, that final push, you stepped on its tail, and then it just a little bit was good. All right, Twinkle.
All right. So I would like this big old snake to make me a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw.
The big old snake making a 14 DC. It does save. Just.
Slithery snake.
Sad.
Dang it. Well, that's
Tragic,
all I'm
even.
gonna do. All right. Well, that's it. That's all Twinkle does. They just look and are like, no, it's a bell. I pull out a bell and I go, ding, 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 bitch.
All right.
Nice.
Okay. And now it is Lichipold.
And the horse.
And well, no, Reginald can't do anything,
Oh,
but
right.
he's there.
How dare you? Horses do a lot more than you give
Yes,
them
they
credit for.
do. Yes, they
You know.
do. You can't fight though.
So this snake is rather large, correct?
Very large.
Would you say the other beast is medium in size?
It is in fact a medium creature.
Wonderful. And how far away is it?
It would be. You're still on the shore, correct?
Yes.
It would probably be about 40 feet away from you.
Easy. Wonderful. And Reginald takes off, and I ready my lance, and we start running towards this creature at the other end of the room, and I stab it with my lance. And because I have the mounted combatant feat, I have advantage on any creature that is smaller than Reginald, and Reginald is large.
He's
So
big.
I get advantage on this. I get advantage on this, which is a 20 to hit.
Oh, yes.
Okay, and that is a d12. Max damage. That is 16 damage.
Beautiful.
And then I strike again with the lance, with my extra attack, which I also have advantage on. And that is a 24 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, and that is 14 damage. So that's 30 damage overall.
God. Just impale this
And
thing twice in a row.
It is piercing damage, if that makes a difference.
For sure. All right, beautiful. So you just majestically ride across this great rushing river all the way over to this lanky, emaciated creature, and you just stab into it with your lance twice into its chest, and it screams like a banshee, kind of really loud, high-pitched, I'll save your eardrums, but very loud, high-pitched screaming. And it's just, it bleeds. It starts to ooze some, like, very dark indigo blood coming down.
Wait, I thought it was a bone snake. I don't want to know.
This was the bone snake. This was
What?
the other one.
Okay.
No, this was the white.
Okay, that's fair. That can bleed.
It can.
Yeah, listen.
The bone snake,
No,
no.
I just, in my brain, I just have a grudge against the bone snake because I missed it twice.
Oh,
He
yes.
lives in my head rent free.
Understandable.
Amazing. All right. Thank you so much, Lichabod. And now it is Damaris.
Okay. I'm just going to go straight up to this thing and the bone snake specifically, and just dagger. Let's do some slicing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 attacks. Okay. So the first one is 23.
Nice.
Sure.
Big dubs, even.
And the second one is 15.
Not quite.
Okay. So first one hits. So that would be 5 points of damage. And because I hit it, I get to do my sneak attack damage because it is engaged with an ally.
Indeed.
So that is another 10 points of damage for sneak attack.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think that the other one is within 30 feet, correct?
It is in the center. It should be about 15 feet away.
15 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
15, 20.
Because after I do my sneak attack damage, I can target a second creature within 30 feet of the first creature and deal another 1/2 of my sneak attack damage to it.
Sure.
All right.
So to the white is 5.
Yes. No, so it'll be another 4 damage to the white.
Ah, I see.
Yes.
Slipping through the shadows.
Wow. Beautiful. Thank you so much. And now, it is the bonus snake's turn. So, the bonus snake is going to try to bite at little Lucy.
No! That's so unfair. Okay, no, it's fine.
No, it's not.
That's
You literally went up to kick it in the face.
That's true. I did try and kick his face. Okay, it's okay. I can take it.
No, he can't take it.
I can take
You
it.
got this.
You can. Alright. That is absolutely not gonna hit. In fact, it actually bit its own face. And
Oh, he bit his tongue.
It's literally the snake game. It's
he bit his tongue with what he don't have.
He bit his bone tongue.
And he took 1 damage. But he's also going to try to cast a ray of
Ooh,
frost
spooky.
on Damaris.
Oh, snap. All right then.
As you're there. It is going to hit you
Oh
with
no.
rays of frost. You're going to feel very chilly. In a
Good thing
moment.
I'm resistant to cold.
Yo.
Beautiful. Oh, okay. So then it is 10. So I guess 5.
Alright, sweet. 5.
You're going to take 5
Easy
points
dubs.
of frost damage. And now it is the white's turn. And it is going to attempt to slash you, Lichabod, with its long sword 2 times, in fact. 2 times, in
Oh
fact.
my.
Do your
Let us
worst,
see.
cretin.
Do your worst, cretin. Indeed. And that is literally just hits you with a 20.
Oh.
Because your AC is very high. So, but it
It is
only hits
very
you
high.
once.
almost
It
like
only
he is
hits
the
you
armor.
once. Yeah,
Yeah.
frankly.
His
that
armor
makes
class
sense.
is hit. It's yes.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
The armor class is yes. Yeah. Sorry, how much damage was that?
That is going to be 12 points of damage onto your person. This, like, almost impaled creature slashes out at you, and it just kind of, like, rips off some of the chainmail around your breastplate, and you kind of feel it, some of your, like, spirit essence falter a little bit, and you don't like it. It feels very awful. Not so fun.
I imagine so. No.
Yes. Not so fun. And Darbo, it is now your turn.
All right, Darbo's going to stare daggers at this big old snake, and he's going to summon some of his patrons' power, and his eyes are going to darken a little bit as he casts a hex on the bone snake.
Oh,
Beautiful.
no.
So I place a curse. I don't think I need to roll for this. Until the spell ends, you deal 1 extra 1d6 necrotic damage whenever you hit with an attack. Also choose one ability when you cast the spell. This target has disadvantage on ability checks made with that chosen ability. I'll say dex saves.
Dex saves.
Yeah, I guess dexterity as the ability.
Beautiful.
Or, yeah. And then I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast. I'm gonna blast him.
Do it.
Eldritch Blast.
What's that? It's a ranged spell attack. All right.
Yes.
Not an amazing number. That's a 14 total.
A 14 total does not hit.
All right, then Darbo just kind of stands there embarrassed that he didn't hit his attack.
Sad.
That's it.
You did hex. You did something. Did good.
He touches his fingers together.
Like the sad, like...
Hannah shy.
He wanted to get
Hannah
the bone
shy.
snake. He wanted to do a good
Aw.
job.
It's okay, I missed too.
Alright.
He needs to earn these people's respect.
Okay, Lucy. You have redemption arc available to you at your leisure.
Oh boy, I'm still mad at this snake. I'm gonna hit him again. So, after feeling a little bit better about myself from stepping on the tail, and, like, I'd like to think that the little last tailbone, like, shattered. I'm gonna, like, kind of run up and I'm gonna try and kick him again in the head from, like, behind for my first attack. Okay, 21.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Can I just roll to hit for, like, both, probably?
Yeah, go
Just
for it.
to-
Yeah, you can roll to hit for all three
Okay.
of them if you wish.
So, the second one was a 16.
16 does not
Okay.
hit.
So, my first is I'm gonna, like, kick him in the back of the skull, and then I'm gonna kind of, like, land behind, and I'm gonna try and, like, uppercut him, like, with my fist. But I probably missed that. Yeah, I missed that one. Oh, I have stuff I can do. So, with the first hit, I want to do Stunning Strike, which means a DC 13 con save for him.
Sure.
And then,
It does save.
okay. So, 8 damage on the first one. And then I'm gonna do another key point to use Flurry of Blows for my bonus action, which means I can do 2 attacks with my bonus action.
Sure.
So I hate this snake, like, very deeply.
I hate
hate
this
him.
snake.
I'm gonna just try and, like, punch out a vertebrae again. This time I just, like, both hands. So first one is not that good. 14. And the second one is, like, 26.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so the 26 hits, right? I'm assuming the other one doesn't.
Absolutely.
Okay. So then another 10 damage. So I got him twice this time, okay?
You did.
Oh,
You actually
or-
knocked out 3 columns of the rib cage. So it's just like some like blanks in between the spine and like the ribs
Oh my god.
that are coming out, and it's just recoiling like
Ooh, that sounds really unpleasant for him.
It really is, but you know what? You did a good job.
I got him.
You did. All right, Twinkle.
All right. So Twinkle's looking around. How far is this little scaredy cat that ran away from me across, like, ran across the room? How far away?
You don't
do
have to
think
call
he'd
me
be?
that, okay?
I'm not talking about you.
I know.
Are
Well, you can't speak that way about Reginald.
I'm not
either.
talking about Reginald. I'm talking about that little white guy.
Are you at the bank, on the other side?
Yeah, the one that I made scared of me.
Yeah, so probably about 40 feet if you're on the shore of the other
Okay.
side.
So he also wouldn't be afraid of me anymore just because he did take damage.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna be like, I'm back, and I want him to make me a Wisdom 14 saving throw.
Absolutely. Nope. Absolutely not.
Like he,
You got it.
He
Yeah.
wait.
He
Okay,
failed.
good.
He failed miserably.
Since he's failed and he's already taken damage, that's gonna be 2d12 damage for Toll the Dead.
Ding ding.
All right, let me get my d12s. Oh, hello, you're so pretty. 11 and 9. So that is another 20 points of necrotic damage
I love
to
that.
this creature. In case necrotic does matter, especially because if it's undead.
Oh, it heals. It heals all of that damage back, and we get to fight it now from full health.
Oh no.
Yeah, you know what? That's
Oh,
gonna
boy.
happen now that you gave me that idea.
No!
100%. I love it.
Shakes fist.
D&D, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
love that so much. One day I'll put that in. I'm gonna make
When you
a
realize on
note.
the fly your fight isn't hard enough.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. But, not right now. I think that
Yeah.
we're doing well. This is good. All right. Thank you so much, Twinkle. That was a masterpiece.
Thank you.
Lichabod, you are up.
All right. Well, considering what Twinkle has done, this white has been vanquished?
Not quite.
Not quite.
Close.
Oh,
Close, but not quite.
delightful. Then in that case, allow me. I'm going to steer Reginald away, which is going to provoke an attack of opportunity from the white.
Very well. Potentially a sword. Potentially. Unlikely. Oh, 21.
Oh no.
I swear, if this horse dies, I will throw a riot.
It doesn't go onto Reginald.
And I can redirect any attack that would hit Reginald to hit me instead.
Well, that's
So
good.
that is only a 5.
So the dastard manages to scratch me on my way out, but it's too late. I'm already circling back around with Reginald, and I ready my lance, and I say, "You foul creature, pick a deity and pray for redemption. Your soul will be vanquished." And I run it again with my lance. That is a 24 to hit.
Yes.
That is 13 damage on the first hit. That's a 16 to hit.
Yes, just.
Okay.
Goodness.
For the
And
white.
that is 16 damage on the second hit.
All right. It is.
Well, if it was on the way out, then he is most certainly,
He's barely holding on.
goddamn.
Barely holding on. Blood, blue icy gunk is just dropping to the floor. It's kind of swaying on its feet a little bit. Its eyes kind of look even more dead, and just it screams. And Dimiras, the floor
Alright.
is yours.
Dagger. Let's go.
Double the
Going
damage.
at this stupid snake again. Why not?
I like how I'm punch, dagger.
Yeah,
It's great.
exactly right. All right. So first one misses. Or not even. No. It's not a 1, but it misses.
It's not quite a 1. If it was a 1, you might have stubbed your toe.
Yeah, no, it's a 2.
Okay, just narrowly.
You
No.
fall in the
It's-
river.
it's- yeah, I know, right? Oh boy. Second one is a 19 plus 5. That's
Absolutely.
24.
Absolutely.
So that is going to be 7 points of damage plus my wonderful sneak attack.
I heard snake attack, but that's also
Yeah,
kind of
You know
valid.
what? It really is.
So 7 plus another 9. And then I'm also going to use my Phantom ability again to deal another 4 damage to the white.
Oh my god. Okay. It's so close to dead.
Oh no.
It's so close to dead. It's like not even functioning. Like you can see that it's like blood is just like it is
man.
so close to dead.
Damn it. How funny would it be that I just like am sitting here wailing on this snake and then just look at this stupid thing and it falls dead and I'm just like, hey yo.
It would have been great. So close.
Aw, man.
Beautiful. Perfect. Okay. So now it is the slippery snake's turn.
I'm a snake.
It is a snake. So it's going to try and do a bite out of Damaris now.
Oh.
And that is going to be... What is your AC once more? 14.
14.
It is going to be a hit.
Oh, snap.
In fact. So that is going to be this and poison. So it is 6 piercing damage.
Ow.
And it is 13 poison damage.
Ow.
It's quite a hefty snake.
Yeah.
He's a big snake.
Oh.
A big boy. even.
I'm very hurt.
A large snake.
And now, in fact, it is going to do Ray of Frost on Lucy.
Okay.
But it absolutely doesn't hit you because that was
I'm
very
too cool.
bad. Okay, I have 2 dice that are rolling really well and 2 dice that are rolling super awful. So we have balance here.
Fantastic.
Beautiful. And the white is going to try and stab you with its longsword. It is barely holding this thing up, but it is going to try really, really, really hard, Lichabod. And it does get 1 narrowly with a 21. See, one of them's rolling really well. One of them got a 9. You know what? It's balanced. That's beautiful. And then it is 11 piercing damage. And you just kind of feel another little bit of your soul kind of flutter at this attack. Like, oh, my soul. It hurts.
You will not spell the end of Lichabod brains.
Beautiful. And Darbo.
Durbo's gonna do it right this time. I'm going to, as I'm seeing Lichabod, tried. As I see Lichabod, going to town with this other large armored creature, I'm gonna cast Healing Word and try to help the big gentle giant get some of his armor back.
Oh.
Watch it be. Oh, he's undead, so it hurts him, of course.
Me? I mean, not necessarily.
Are you undead? Yeah, I don't know. You have bone man in you.
I'm a warforged. I have nothing to do
And
with the
again, who
skeleton
doesn't
that's
have-
inside me.
Yeah, who doesn't have a bone man inside of them? of the
Exactly.
I mean, most people do have a bone
Yeah.
inside of them. Like,
Exactly. I got a 2 plus spellcasting modifier, 2 plus, is that 6? Yeah, 8 health total. You heal.
Wow, thank you.
All right, and then I'm going to also cast Eldritch Blast on big bone snake, and I get 15 plus 6. I do a hit, I think.
Yeah.
21.
Ooh.
All right, 1d10 plus my charisma modifier, so that is going to be 8 plus 4, so 12. That's a 12 damage hit. And then also it is hexed. It's hexed. And roll a d6 for that. Amazing. It also takes 1d6 necrotic damage.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, okay, yeah, she's dead.
I do a victory dance.
Yeah.
woo!
Bony snake is gone.
Thank God, because I was about to die.
Very proud of you. All right, and then Lucy.
All right. So it's just the other one.
Jump kick.
This is not the one I have a grudge against.
You can have a grudge against whoever you want.
So, but I don't have a
It's
grudge
just a
against
magic-
that.
Lucy, he ran away from you. He doesn't wanna show he doesn't think you're good enough to fight.
Yeah.
I heard him say you suck, so show him.
No way! I'm gonna show him who's boss.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna I'm gonna run up to this thing and I'm gonna hit it twice with my hands, like extra angry.
Smack, smack.
Yeah. Okay, so the first one, I rolled a natural 1, but I'm a halfling, so it doesn't fucking count.
Yeah, you're like lucky or whatever it is, right?
Yo, I get to roll again.
You trip and it turns into a roll.
Okay, yeah. So I got a 15 plus 8, so 23. So that's my first one, and then my other one is another 15, so 2 23s. But I want to say, like, the first one, I start running over to him, and then I trip on a rock, and then I turn it into, like, a cartwheel, and then jump and, like, kick him.
I love that.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Yeah. So damage for that will be 8, and then damage for the second one, I'm gonna punch him again, it will be
You've
6.
destroyed it beyond what it needed to be.
And for my bonus action, I'm gonna do a little victory.
I
dance.
love that.
Yeah.
Got a-
Beautiful. All right.
Holla.
So as you have destroyed both of these dark and evil creatures, the souls, like the red ones, they disappear, and they do so with a little like scream of their own, like ah! And then you see the very beautiful translucent blue figures have a very big deep breath of air, and then they disappear and they kind of fade from your vision, and the hall is left empty with just the bony remains of this snake and just this crumpled up figure of this other creature.
Be free. Be free, O tormented souls. Whoa, how I wish it could be me.
Are there any more, like, paths of lanterns?
There is just the path that you came from, so you can go back that way.
I was gonna ask something, and now I forgot.
Darbo waddles up to Lichabod, and he's like, so the skeleton, he's like, just for show, huh?
Oh, yes, the skeleton is not mine. Nor is the suit of armor. Technically speaking, I simply awoke in the suit of armor, and, well, the skeleton happened to be in the suit of armor as well.
What if he wasn't and I was?
Well, I prefer to respect...
You saw how unsafe this cave is, and I just mean if it's... we could both fit. I'm small. I'll take the low half. He'll take the upper half.
I am a guest in this suit of armor, and I would care not
I could
to
be a
remove...
guest as well in your suit of armor.
Well, it's not my suit of armor, technically speaking, and I'd care not to remove the host without their permission, and I have no idea who this is.
Fine. Is it okay if I at least put the hat on the skeleton? I have some hats.
Does...
Like a nice top hat. I have a really nice, I reach into my bag and I pull a little top hat. It's crumpled, but I jump up and I smack it on top of his skeleton's head.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I'm sure they appreciate that.
See, fashion goes a long way. It's
like the ice
flavor
cubes.
for yourself.
That's the ice cube.
Oh my god, it is!
As you smack the top hat... As you smack the top hat on top of the skull, it starts to, like, fall off, and I catch it really quickly and, like, scramble to put it back on.
Do you need, like, a knot to maybe, like, tie the head on?
No, the skull comes loose sometimes, but, you know, it snaps right back into place.
Okay.
Well, if it's alright with all of you, I'm just gonna sit down and take a small nap.
Do you need me to, like, smack you with some love?
I mean, if that'll make me feel better, go for it. Because quite frankly, I'm about done here.
All right, you give me one.
I
to
can
leave
give you a
in
high
moment,
five in
alright?
the meantime. If
I'm
that'll make you
going
feel
to-
better. I can hold up my hand for a high five.
Fantastic. Let's go. Yeah, high five. Just like very weak high five.
No, it's gonna be the best high five ever. Can we roll to high five?
Absolutely, you can roll to have a crisp high five. You
Oh,
can do
okay.
a
Do we add
dexterity.
anything?
Alright, let's do this.
Okay, Dex. Oh, well, I'm good at that.
Oh shit, I'm
No
good at
way.
that
POV, the
Yeah,
rogue
man.
and monk have a high five. I got a 19.
too. Yeah. Just a straight up dex?
Yep.
19.
18.
I love that so
Yeah.
much. You
Yeah.
have a crisp high five that just reverberates on the
Yeah.
cabin's walls, and it just leaves this like very pleasant like crack sound, like as you're clapping, like, you know, it's a very, very crisp high five.
Let's go.
And,
We're so cool.
And while that's happening, I cast
Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Fantastic.
So that will be 17 points of healing.
Oh, bless.
Oh.
I am back up to full health from 1.
Oh my god, did you seriously only have 1? I'm so sorry. It's okay.
I had 1.
You had, wait, did
It
you
worked
only
out
have 1
perfectly.
hit point, or did you only lose 1 hit point?
No, I had 1.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is amazing. The drama and intrigue. All right.
Yeah.
Let us continue venturing into the cavern.
Yes. Alright, well, thank
I
you
remember
very
what I was
much,
thinking
little
before.
lady. That,
I just want you to remember as I heal you with this that there was a great goose out there that thought of you while I healed you. I just want you to remember if we're not here to force religion onto anyone, but I do just want to point out that there is a great goose out there looking out for you.
Well, if I ever come across the goose, I shall give it my thanks.
Oh well, I can arrange like
So,
a meeting if you want. Like I met the great
sorry.
goose.
You met the great goose, huh?
Twinkle,
Pardon?
your god is nameless, correct? But you've met the deity?
Untitled.
Nameless, yes.
Untitled.
Without name.
There's a difference.
Yes. So here's the story, kids. Take a seat while we take a rest. So I'm out. I'm living my life. My fairy kind are all like really powerful in storm magic, and I'm like, why is that? We're supposed to be like really cute, So I go out. I seek out the answer, and I find the great goose. And this great goose has bestowed its power of the duck pawn onto my family through the generations, and now has brought me as their champion. And I pull out this giant goose feather, like it's huge, like it's bigger than me. You don't really know where this came from, but like I pull out this giant goose feather, and I'm like, this is a feather from the goose.
Where did you get
Did
that?
you pluck it?
Don't worry about it. The great goose is here to protect you.
No further questions then, little lady.
Little person.
Little person, yes. Little person.
Right. Disease or disaster?
Oh god, we got to pick another one.
Disease and disaster, fearsome foes, the both of them.
I think disaster sounds less terrible. And
Does
Listen.
it? Does disaster?
It's almost like we've
sound
been in a
less
pandemic
terrible?
for like 22 months at this
Yes.
point.
Some may say disease and disaster are one and the same. Oh.
I say we go for a disaster. I can punch rocks.
Yes,
Don't
yes,
even worry
and
about
I'm
it.
Disaster.
I'm sure you could
Let's
kick a
go
hurricane
down.
as well.
All right.
Disaster.
Beautiful. So you go venture back up to the main cave landing, and you go down the one with the natural disaster cave drawings. So when you walk down, it is similarly lit with the oil lamps on the walls as you walk down this pathway. You can hear spirits crying and yelling for help. You cannot see where they are, but you can tell that they are trapped. These spirits are yelling around you very loudly and desperately for help. And you see in this room that there are oddly placed boulders on the walls. They look very large and are more pointed out than the natural cave wall. And they are also very sharp looking. So you can see 4 of these unnaturally placed rocks. You can hear spirits yelling for help.
Do you guys think this one, falling into country as well, Tarbo, do you guys think that this one also has a basket of drugs? Or is that just like the other one?
I
We
don't
can
know.
look
We can
around
look
for a
around.
Well, that's
basket
quite
of
a good
drugs.
question now, ain't it?
Drugs.
You're more than welcome to do a perception check for drugs.
I would
I
like
would like
to
to roll
also-
for drugs.
Yeah.
Roll for drug?
Can
Absolutely.
we all roll
for
for drug, or like is one person
You
gonna
can
roll for
Could
drug?
most
I?
certainly
I'm
roll
rolling
for
for
drug.
drug.
Yeah.
Could I?
Perception check
Yeah,
for
I got
drug.
a 10.
Alright, bet.
That'll
17.
be. Oh gosh.
I
That'll
got-
be an
That'll
unnatural
be.
20.
Oh, it's so
Wait,
unnatural.
it's perception?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Wow,
22.
that's spicy.
Oh, beautiful.
Hmm.
You can see that in this room there is nothing except for the oil lamps, and this room is like unnaturally brighter than the room that you came from. It's almost as if there is like a sun, and it's very warm in this room, but you can't like see a light source coming from the ceiling, but it's very bright, and it's just sandstone walls and the 4 rocks that look very out of place.
Can I roll to lift a boulder?
you can absolutely roll to take out a boulder from the wall. So that is just, I would say, strength.
Wonderful. Good thing I am good at that. Bad thing that I rolled poorly. That's a 9.
Yeah, that rock's not moving.
It's in there quite tight.
Would it help if I like strummed it? I would strum a ditty, but my lute is broken, and I don't know how that.
You could whistle. You could clap.
Oh, I have a flute. I have a flute and lute, but I'll use the flute. And he pulls out a little flute. He starts playing it.
I will give you this, okay? Because I think this will be really funny. I want you to roll a performance, and if you get, I want to say like a 15 or higher, the stone will shatter with your loud music.
With my flute?
With the loud playing of your flute. Yes.
Okay. I got a 9. Sorry, a 9 plus 6. I got a 15
Oh, there you
total.
go. Exactly. Right on the dot.
The perfect frequency.
You play this flute. It is so loud and ear-piercing, and it just shatters one of the rocks on the wall. It just goes dead. Shatter. Crash. And the stone just crumbles to the floor, and you can see that there is a very dark crevice, and you can hear more loudly now that this stone has been removed that this soul is screaming and begging for someone to come and help them.
From behind where the rock was?
Yes.
Little fairy, you want to check this out?
Yeah, sure, I'll go on in there. How you doing?
You fly on in there.
I light a candle and I kind of like hold it inwards.
Beautiful. You fly on in there and you see this very sad, like fetal position, curled up little spirit that's just like, help me. And as it sees you, it like peeks up with its like, just, you can see like it doesn't not have eyes, but there's no discernible like characteristics of these things. They're just kind of like torso up like spirit forms. So this like translucent blue spirit comes and floats out with you as you've like shown them the exit.
As I'm guiding them out, I'm like, I would like to tell you the honk. It is a beautiful thing, and I'm just gonna talk about my the goose.
I start blasting on my flute
No,
before
you-
get the
Amazing.
chance.
I'm
It's too loud, it's too shrill.
You know what I can?
You're yelling over
I
the
can
flute?
make you small. Don't make me do it.
Oh my goodness.
I'm running around the room with my flute trying to
I am
recreate whatever I
going
just
to
did.
cast enlarge slash reduce on Bar Darpa. I want you to make me a constitution.
Oh my god.
No, just on the flute. Just on the flute.
Yeah, just on the flute.
Very
Absolutely.
big flute, very
The
small man.
spirit also doesn't disappear when it comes out with you. It just kind of floats in this
Okay.
room, and just like hanging out and like looking around expectantly. And okay, so I'll get you, Max, to just roll like one more time, because
15 plus 6.
Oh, okay, yes. So 21. The rest of them shatter.
Incredible.
All of the rest of the rocks just shatter, and you can hear this ear-piercing screaming and yelling coming from these other caverns in the wall. There's the 3 more that are hanging
I
out.
will help guide them out and tell them about the great untitled goose as well. They all get that.
Absolutely.
They all get to hear about him.
Beautiful.
Is there like a goose afterlife? So like they can become geese when they die? They're already dead. I don't understand religion.
We'll find out next time on Facebook.
We'll find out when we all die.
I'll go
won't we?
see
Yeah,
the
who
great
knows?
goose in the sky.
Maybe we can do that for the next Halloween one shot.
We were talking
We'll
about
be all dead.
we were talking about how Darbo could come back again.
The
right?
Great Goose in the
Darbo's
Sky is-
already died.
yeah,
Yeah.
as a ghost.
The great goose in the sky is just the golden goose.
Like the Jack and the Beanstalk. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. It's the goose in the sky.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah.
So as you have released these spirits from their entrapment, once all 4 of them have come together in this hall, they all kind of look at each other, the screaming ceases, and they just dissipate and disappear, and these souls have been released.
Sweet.
How touching to see loved ones reunited.
I start playing flute again.
A beautiful melody, thank you, Darbo.
I start playing really, really
I'm gonna
shrill and loud
dance.
again.
What
so
song?
I can explode more rocks.
I'm gonna
What song are you playing?
I'm gonna turn to
I'm just holding the really high pitched note. Like I'm not playing anything. I'm
okay.
just running around the room like screaming into my flute.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to pop more rocks.
Oh, those were the only one. The rest is just like wall.
Darbo
Are you
doesn't
trying to
know that.
crack the wall? You want to try and make a
Darbo's-
natural disaster?
can I
Well,
try
not
the flute?
a very unnatural disaster?
Can I...
Yeah,
Okay,
he holds it
I'm
out for,
actually proficient in flute.
Lucy.
Which is really funny.
Please roll a performance.
Wait, so I'm gonna play spooky, scary skeletons.
Yes.
Hell
So-
Proficient
yeah.
in drums,
Roll
so I'm gonna
for
start
performance,
smacking the
please be
floor as
good.
a-
Oh god,
Yeah,
it's an
yeah,
11.
Darbo,
it's
you
an
too.
11. Oh my god.
Turbo, you two with your floor
Oh, I got
drum.
a 10.
Oh no.
Okay, so you guys are just like
It's all right.
Skeletons. Just like
I'm gonna lean into Damaris and be like, how salty do you think Lichabod is right now? Because he can't pass on, and he's watching all these people just pass on.
Oh, extremely, and I am so here for it.
Maybe he'll meet. Maybe if I can convert his soul, well, while he is still here to be converted before he passes on, I can bring him to the Great Goose in the sky.
You know what? I think that is the best idea I've heard all night. You should give it a shot.
Good. I'll let you know. I mean, I think Lichabod is certainly priority number one. I think Darbo's long gone. I don't know about that one, but Lichabod
Well,
certainly.
to be
And
fair,
then I'll get back to you and Lucy.
I think you already got me. Don't even worry
Oh,
about that.
that's
dude.
great. I will give you all my pamphlets in a sec. All right.
Oh, fantastic. I look forward to them. They better have sparkles, because otherwise I don't want it.
Oh, they do.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's great. All right. Lichabod, why don't we head off to the next room, right?
Yes.
Where we can free more souls.
Of course.
Maybe even
Disease
yourself.
time.
Have you thought about
disease time
disease
indeed.
time.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
disease time?
Okay.
Lichabod, have you ever thought about where you might go when you pass on?
No, I've been a little preoccupied with the passing on itself.
Maybe you'll meet the great goose in the sky. The
Thank
untitled
you,
one.
Lucy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, the
Untitled
nameless,
Great
the
Goose.
nameless goose.
It's not nameless. It's untitled. There is a difference.
Yeah,
Please,
this,
get it right.
without title, lacking name.
No.
How do you feel about this goose I've been talking about? How does
Well,
that make you feel?
Sounds like a divine and benevolent creature. If it could free my soul, well, who am I to reject its divine majesty?
I imagine him wearing a tiny little goose crown.
He also has a big old knife.
Oh.
That's also a big thing.
Awesome.
Oh, I like
Yes,
him even more.
The
That's
crown
fantastic.
and the blade, two markers of majesty, of regality.
Lichabod, if I can get my god to get you to pass on by the end of this, whatever this fever dream is, will you consider the Great Goose for your afterlife?
Yes, I will do whatever it takes to free my soul from the clutches of the steel prison.
Okay, but consider,
All right.
while you're
Oh,
here,
fantastic.
you have the hat. I'm looking at your armor. The color is a little bit drab, a little bit bland. We get some paints, some metallics, some fluorescence. That's not the kind of paint, but you know the idea. Just liven up your time in the suit,
Well, I don't see how that could hurt, but first of all, we must address the disease, the dreaded and foul pestilence that awaits us in the next room.
Yes. I have paints in my bag though. How about I sit on your horse and I'll paint you from the back and we move to the other room like that?
I mean,
That
quite
would
frankly,
be-
I was looking for a way to distract
You-
all of you from that whole thing.
That
So-
would be lovely, Darbo. Please.
I
hop
I
aboard.
hop on the horse and I'm
Yes.
smiling big as I'm doing it.
What are you painting?
I'm going to start painting the entirety of the armor like a bright blue.
Aw. And I guess we start trotting over to the next chamber.
Absolutely. So you go back through the passageway that you just came, and then you go down the center chamber. And when you're walking through this pathway, similar, the oil lamps are guiding your way. And as you enter into this chamber, you see that the sandstone walls that were once covering the other two chambers have now turned into a black obsidian circumference. This room is a perfect circle, and the walls are completely black. The only light that illuminates this room is coming from a very low fire pit in the dead center of the room. There are countless souls scattered around the room, lying on the floor, kind of hovering lightly off of the floor with looming black clouds over them. You can see that these spirits are sort of more gray blue than the vibrant blue of the other spirits in the other two rooms.
I'm gonna get close, and I want to make sure I'm keeping my 2 meters distance. And I just want to go, you guys good? Like, what's going on this side?
They're all kind of crying. You can hear the sound of coughing and whimpering, and it's just overwhelming as it fills your ears as these people are just tormented with disease.
Hey, you got a mask to put on? I mean, I got one if you want.
These clouds of smoke are just lingering over top of the spirits that have been damned to suffer this sickness.
I am immune to disease on account of my cursed and soul-bound nature. And
you can see that the fire in the middle of the room is flickering and beckoning to you all to come forward. It is a very low fire pit. However, it looks like it's wanting to be fueled. It kind of gives off this energy of like, feed me, but it's not actually like talking or like you can't like hear anything about it. It's just like a feeling.
Whoa, look at that fire.
See more feed.
Exactly.
Look at that fire. Ooh.
It's pretty, eh?
Yeah.
For some reason, I have a great urge to throw things in
Me
it.
too.
It's called pyromancy.
Do I still have the flute?
You do have the flute.
oh no.
Hey,
Do it.
No,
can I
Do
see
it!
that broken lute of yours?
I'm going to throw the flute into the fire.
This was made, handcrafted for me, for my 7th ever performance. And the capital, I wouldn't...
I throw it in.
You throw this lute into the flame, and the flame kind of flickers around it a little bit, and then it spits it back out. Like there's an invisible air that just kind of like pushes this lute back out, and it just kind of like shatters even more as it goes back onto the obsidian floor.
I pick it up and I smack you with it.
Oh no, Lucy accidentally, it went in there. I don't think that was her fault. It was an
I
accident.
smack her with the lute. Not hard, but hard enough to break it even more.
Roll for that.
Well,
I got a 6 plus, I guess 5. I got 11 to hit with my
No.
Okay,
lute.
that is way beneath my AC.
Yeah, you just miss.
I drop it on the ground. I sit on the ground.
I would slap him back, but that's an unarmed strike is a
You're
monk.
gonna kill me.
It's just, let's just not.
Yeah, let's maybe just not. It's okay.
I go rooting through Reginald's saddlebags and I pull out a meal ration and I try to toss it into the fire.
And a similar thing happens. It just kind of spits this meal ration back out, and it is just kind of like discarded on the floor.
Wait, why do you have food if you don't
Waste
need
of
food?
food. It
It's
comes
for
in handy.
Reginald.
Other
Were
people
you
need to
throwing out
eat.
Reginald's food?
To throw it in
Re-
fires?
Reginald eats a steady diet of apples and sugar cubes, actually.
That's so cute.
That is so bad for the horse.
He's fine. He's the healthiest horse I've ever met.
I'm gonna do an animal handling check to see if that's an accurate assessment of this horse's
Absolutely,
condition.
please do.
I got a 5, so I
You
don't.
got a 5. You think that this horse is being fed like a king. That's exactly how horses should feed.
Apples.
Like, you're so just enamored with how well Lichabod is taking care of this horse with
Well,
apples
sugar
and
gives me
cubes.
energy, so horses, they should do the same. Sugar, apples, sounds good to me.
yeah. Right.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fire of, I don't know, you want stuff in you. What is it that you wish? And do not tell me to convert.
It kind of flickers, and it kind of, like, Twinkle, you kind of get a little bit closer to it, and it kind of gives an outline of a feather. And it kind of, flickers its flames into this feather form, and then beckons in a little, like, a twisty kind of dancey flame movement.
I do a very slow turn directly at Twinkle.
What?
So, it's we're okay throwing my valuable sentimental possessions in. I just mean the feather. It looks like it's saying it wants the feather, so...
Do we have any feathers?
This was, yeah, it's the feather my guy. I only have one feather, and I pull out this giant feather.
Yeah, and I told you about the loot that, I had a guy give me.
If this is to help bring souls to my god, I will do so. And I throw the giant, I weep as I throw this in the fire.
You throw the feather in the fire, and the fire accepts it. It burns away into ash as it scatters around the room, and you can see 1/5 of the accumulation of spirits have their clouds dissipate and their vibrant blue form restored to them as they kind of perk back up and they start floating peacefully in this space.
You saved them. They're gonna
I
go
immediately
see
start preaching the honk.
the great goose in the sky.
Oh, fire,
Oh.
what is it that you would ask of me?
The fire flickers and it shows you a very beautiful horse.
No!
Are you? No!
Just
I
real quick. No, real quick. Y'all told me what your special items were. And that is what Amancio said his special item was.
I can't. Please. The rest of you must go first. I need some time with Reginald. And I dismount and I start stroking Reginald's mane.
I'm gonna hug the leg of the horse.
I pull out some apples and sugar cubes and I start feeding them to him.
I'm sorry, you guys. I asked you what your special item was, Amancio. You said my special item is my horse.
Yeah.
It's his special item.
Horse.
Darbo waddles up to the fire with his destroyed loot in hand. He's like, "You've already taken my most prized possession. What do you want from
You
me?"
see the flyer flicker, and it shows you a little locket on a gold chain.
No, you're taking everything. No. He falls to his knees. He pulls out this little gold locket from his pocket, and he opens it, and he's lovingly and longingly staring at the inside of this locket as he's on his knees in front of this fire.
Can I take a look at the locket?
It's a picture of Darbo, but it's a much younger picture of Darbo, and he looks much more alive and less like an actual corpse.
Oh man, here I was gonna pull out mine, but screw that.
I can't. I'll lose it. I'll lose my... You see how pretty I was, right?
Sure.
What happened to you, Darbo? What happened for this to happen?
So I was playing a show. It went really good, and afterwards we went on party barge. You have a good time in the ocean. And I had a few too many drinks, and I fell off the boat. And it was a stormy night. Probably shouldn't have been boating, but I couldn't get to the surface, and I thought that was it. But somehow I heard a voice in the water, and it told me it would spare me, and I woke up, and my skin is this, and I don't look like a living person, but I can do dark magic things, and I'm alive, I think. So I don't want to lose what I was, though.
Listen, I threw a holy relic into the fire. I think you can throw your locket. Because you know what, Darbo? Darbo, I want you to look at me, right? Darbo, I know you got a mirror in that backpack. Hand me that mirror.
He reaches into his bag and pulls out. Well, do you want the big one or the bigger one?
Whichever one you want.
I'll do the big. The big one's nice. It has a little like lamp spot for the light, and he hands it to you.
I immediately fall to the ground. This thing is huge. Listen, Damaris, please.
I got
Okay,
you.
I'll hold it. I'll hold
No, I
it.
just put out my hand and I got you. Don't worry though.
Darbo, I want you to look in this mirror. And I want you to look at yourself. And I want you to say, I am beautiful.
I'm sexy. I'm beautiful. I am a god.
I want you to say, it doesn't matter what I used to look like, because I love myself now.
It doesn't matter how sexy and gorgeous I used to look, because I am still sexy and gorgeous.
Precisely.
Say it again.
I am sexy and I'm gorgeous.
Exactly.
He throws the locket in the fire.
And the fire starts to grow even brighter and bigger, and another 1/4 of the souls have the cloud dissipate, and they regain their
This was 12 karat too.
their beautiful blue form.
I'm proud of you, Darbo. I'm so proud of you. That was really admirable and courageous.
Thank
okay?
you. He's crying even more now.
I am gonna give him a high five. Can we roll?
Yeah, please do. Do your dexterity high five.
Okay.
Hell yeah. I got a
a
15 plus 3.
I got an 11.
There you go. Darbo
Not
gives
as good.
beautifully. He tries to do such a crisp high five, and then Lucy kind of like doesn't quite give as crisp, so it kind of almost hurts your hand a little bit with the force that Darbo does, but you do. It's a nice high five.
He's worked up.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a confident high five.
Confidence is not a thing I have in spades.
All right, Lucy, what's your drama? What are we dealing with here?
I'm gonna look in the fire and like, what do you want from me, fire?
The fire shows you a beautiful, perfectly cut gemstone necklace.
Oh, no! Oh my god, I found it when I was a kid.
Tell us about the backstory behind this.
I've traveled the land and it's always come with me when nothing else has, and I don't want to give it up.
But Lucy,
I have an idea. And he's like, okay, close your eyes. And he looks in the ground. He picks up a stone that's like roughly the same dimensions.
Sure.
And he's like, okay, throw it in, and do it with your eyes closed. And then I have something.
Okay, I'll take the stone and I'll throw it in. I'm like scared.
Yeah, so you throw the whole necklace?
Yeah.
Okay. The fire
Yeet.
grows and in similar form, and 1/3 of the remaining spirits have the cloud dissipate, and the blue comes back to them, and they look healthy and peaceful again.
I hope they meet the goose in the sky.
And Darbo hands you the other stone.
The stone that Darbo gives you is going to be like a really nice, like cylinder cut piece of black obsidian.
At least it matches my outfit.
Thank you. I thought that would paint it, but then I realized it would be wet, and I'd hand it to you, and you'd have wet paint on your hands.
No, it's okay. I like this one.
while her eyes were closed, I
It'll
also
be a
slipped a
memory.
pamphlet
Yeah.
of the Great Goose in there.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's sweet, though, giving her the sharpest known natural material on the earth. That is so nice.
All right, 2 more.
Alright, well I guess it's up to me
Damaris?
then. Yeah, I'm moving. Don't need to
You
shout.
walk up to the fire, and you see a very beautiful gold chained necklace in the fire.
Yeah, figures as much. Might as well go with the rest of the theme. He just kind of like rips it off. He doesn't even bother unclasping it and just tosses it in.
What's
Walks
the
away.
backstory? Tell us.
I don't know. I just found it around my neck.
This seemed neat.
Look, if he doesn't want to share, he doesn't have to. Reginald, I'm so sorry. It's only fair. We all must make our final journey someday, and, well, you know better than anyone that I'm still trying to make mine. How big is this fire pit?
It's grown quite large now with all of the things that have been thrown in, so it's quite large, and Reginald would
Okay.
easily be able to walk into it.
Really
Then-
quickly, I'm gonna cast a spell on you before you do anything. I'm gonna cast heroism on you, imbuing you with bravery. Until this spell ends, the creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points. I'm
Nice.
gonna make you brave. I'm gonna make you strong enough to do this.
I'm so glad that you did this, because I'm going to mount Reginald. Well, boy, one final trip. What do you say? And I ride Reginald into the fire.
That's so sad. I'm sorry, guys. This wasn't supposed to be this way. You ride Reginald into the fire, and Reginald is consumed by the flames. You plop. You plop.
This is it's Hell Rider. It's Hell Rider.
Okay, so you ride Reginald into the flames, and he's consumed, and you plop down, and the fire is now extinguished. There is a beautiful starlit sky coming in where there is not a ceiling anymore, really. You can see like a beautiful starry night sky, and the souls disappear, and the fire has gone out, and the stars are now guiding you back into the center chamber with their light.
I hate this place.
I'll miss you, friend. Your memory will live on.
I can't believe it made you
This is
give
so
up the
sad.
ghost.
I will never forget Reginald.
Nor
He was
will
so
I.
beautiful.
He will be a martyr.
Truly majestic.
A martyr for the goose I say.
What am I supposed to
I
do with
believe
all of
Reginald
these?
will be with the Great Goose. I believe it.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure he is. But what am I now to do with all these apples and sugar cubes? And no one to eat them.
Well, I can eat them. It's not a problem.
I would eat a
No,
sugar
no,
cube.
no. It's too soon. And I start walking back to the
Lichtenbold,
center
I have
chamber.
never seen someone with such love for a horse as you. You should find another and treat it just as good as you would of Reginald.
Perhaps I may. But great goose willing, my soul will be free before then.
Yes, because I'm working on that. You just hear me every time we've been walking. You just hear me go, honk, honk.
Just trying to honk the soul out of the armor. Yeah.
I'm trying to pray.
Okay, so you guys go back through the passage, and you enter back into the chamber. You can see that the passages behind you have now closed, and you are in this circular space of beige sandstone. You come into the center of the room, and the oil lamps are illuminating. They start burning a little bit brighter, and the floor begins to rumble and crack. The five of you are then plunged deep into the depths of the cave, where it is a hellscape of flame and fear and blackness. You can see that there is a large bone devil with massive spikes on its head. Its claws are dripping with the blood of the souls that he is making to suffer. It is an absolute catastrophe. And you see there are hundreds of souls down here that are in such extreme torment. Now, because we're at this time, all you guys have to do is do an attack.
All right.
So you can each make your final strike against the cause of the suffering.
Oh, wow.
We can do the same order. So we can do Lucy, Twinkle, Lichabod, Damaris, and then Darbo.
Okay. I am gonna take my gold dagger off my belt, and I'm gonna yeet it at him.
You yeet it,
Okay.
and it's plunged
Yes.
into the back of this bony devil. Twinkle, what is your final strike going to be?
Get ready for this. So, I am, for this attack, going to channel Destructive Wrath, which means I am going, for this attack, it is going to be maximum damage for lightning or thunder damage, and I'm going to cast Witch Bolt and use one of my sorcery points to cast Twin Spell, and it's both going to go on, both of these are going to go on the devil. So, for Witch Bolt, casting it at 3rd level, and this is going to be 3d12 lightning damage, and I just want to see how much well, I guess it would be, what is
What is 12 times 3? That is
36.
36 points of lightning damage.
Absolutely. You electrocute this bone devil, and it
Times
shrieks
2.
in agony. Oh, yeah.
It's twin.
And you can see the flames and darkness kind of flicker a little bit at the agony that this bone devil has just received.
Take 72 points of lightning damage. I just want to point that out because that was my big old spell.
Absolutely. That's amazing.
Damn. Nice.
Lichabod, what's going to be your final strike?
I take my shield in one hand and I hold the lance above my head in the other, and I run towards it and leap at the bone devil and stab the lance down into it.
Absolutely. It reels back in pain.
As I do so, the skull that's on top of the suit of armor like rolls off. Top hat's still on it.
Oh.
I love that. Beautiful. And Damris, what's going to be your final strike?
I am going to just run up to it. I'm going to use the gold dagger that is plunged into its back in order to propel myself up. And I'm going to take both my daggers and just bring them down into this thing's neck.
Beautiful. And finally, Darbo, what are you going to do for your
Yes.
final strike?
I am going to do a wombo combo of Hex. Gonna cast a little bit of a Hex. And Dissonant Whispers as a
Ooh.
second level spell.
I love that.
Which I like the idea that Darbo just pulls out his flute again and just starts screaming in it.
All right. So as you have all placed your final strikes onto this bone devil, its bones start to crack and shatter, and it goes into a dusty clump on the floor. And as this happens, the fire is extinguished. Light starts to protrude through the entirety of this cavern, and you can hear a light honk from the ceiling above as these souls have now been released and set free into their afterlife. You have saved the lost souls. At this time, the entire cavern starts to dissipate. The walls start to dissolve, and the cave that was once there starts to just kind of like disintegrate around you. And as this happens, you can see that the armor that was housing Lichabod starts to shake and clatter a little bit, and it goes onto the ground and it kind of crashes in a clump. And then coming out of this armor, you see that there is a ghostly specter of a kind of dweeby looking man with a marvelous mustache. And he floats up out of this armor, and in the distant background you can hear a neigh coming riding up, and you see a spectral form of Reginald coming over to this dweeby looking mustached man.
Darbo raises his arm in salute.
I do too. 07.
And, a single tear rolls down his face.
Both of them float away with the rest of the souls into the sky. The walls continue to dissolve, and the party is left in this huge canyon from whence you came, and there is but a single oil lamp left that is starting to slowly go out. And as it slowly goes out, the party is descent into darkness, and there is complete blackness.
Oh.
He was my ride home.
The end.
I love it. Yay.
That was fantastic. Thank you so much.
Oh my
Thank you so
gosh,
much,
it was
Sam.
great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for
Woo.
listening to our special Halloween one-shot. I hope you all enjoyed, and catch you on the next side of Fayfinders.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe that fire bitch
Yeah, I
took
know,
my
right?
necklace.
Like, fucking hell.
And the horse! Oh my god!
Yeah, the horse.
The horse!